Nanood naman siya. Winashing na, kinuskus mo pa. Switch to New Ariel Power Liquid. 15 minutes lang. Bilis-linis ang mancha. No more kuskus sa washing machine. 7.50 lang per wash ang New Ariel Liquid.
Lamang ang ating agawan. Laban sa mga...
Kailangan ko makausap ang tatay ko.
Gagamitin natin ang pagkamatay ni Inigo para sa simpansya.
Mainam nga sana kung mismong si Tanggol nang namatay kagabi. Dahil hindi yun nangyari. Hindi kamatayan na lang ng iba ang pakikinabangan natin.
Guerrero ka! Magbabayad ang pamilya mo sa nangyari kay Inigo!
Wala kang karapatan sa si Marites!
Sila ang may dahilan kung bakit namatay ang anak ko! Hindi pa ba alam, Tanggol? Si Roberto ang nakutos sa pagpapasabog sa meeting ni Avance para maubos na ang lahat ng mga Montenegro! Wala silang pakialam sa pati anak ko! Palabasin mo yan sa natin! Palaliwasin mo yan!
May tugo silang girero, pero hindi sila pinalaki ng mga girero. Tulad ang inasal mo!
Subukan mong gawin ulit sa nanay ko yan. Hindi kita sasantuin kahit babae ka. Sinasabi niya na ang mga girero may pakala na pagsabog kagabi. Ibig sabihin, nasa panganib kayo ng buhay na pati pa. Tara na!
Are you okay? Magalala. Pinilin ko na kay Franco. Nakunin lahat ng mga gamit ng babae niya at itapon na. Pamamahay na ito.
Tama na. Huwag na, Ramon. Lalaki lang yung gulo eh. Tama naman si Olivia. Dapat ako talagang umalis dito eh.
Marites, you belong here with me. Pamilya ka.
Good day for a date.
Pero Ramon, parang araw-araw ko pinagsisiksikan ang sarili ko dito.
Saan ka naman pupunta kay Rigor? Walang burden mo bali sa'yo. Sa pamamahay ko. Hanggang nandito ako.
Ramon, hindi kami pwedeng tumira sa iisang bubong ni Olivia. Ako yung sinisisi niya sa pagkamatay ng anak niya.
Nag-umpisa lang naman ang lahat ng yan, Marites. Nung tangke ng mga gererong patay si Tanggol.
Yun na nga eh. Ang dami-daming nadadamay dahil sa gera ng dalawang pamilya. Kailangan matigil na to.
Ako ang tatapos sa mga kalaban natin. Pahinga ka na.
Sana mahanap ni Inigo ang kapayapaan sa kabilang buhay.
Anong kapayapaan pa? Hindi matatahimik si Inigo. Hanggat meron kahit na isang nirerong natitira. Palayasin mo na yung marites na yan pa. Papalikin mo na siya sa pamilya niyang ahas.
Sigurado ko hindi papayag si Ramon. Alam mo naman yung kapatid mo yan.
Ano naman ang anak ko pa? Nakuha ng mga gerero patayin si Inigo. Gagawin nila ang lahat para masira ang pamilya natin. Sigurado ako pati ang marites na yan gagamitin nila. Masira lang tayo.
Tingdeng! Diyos ko, tingdeng! Tingnan mo, oh! Lamang na tanggol sa mga gerero. Tingnan mo, oh! Diyos ko, tiyak na! Landslide ang victory ni Tanggol. Tingnan mo, oh! Mahal ng mga tao ang apo mo. Hindi ba? Buti nga sa mga gerero, sila ang pinagbibintangan sa nangyari pagsabog dun sa meeting de Avance ni Tanggol.
Eh ngayong lumalamang na si Tanggol, lalong magiging desperado yung mga girero. Baka tuluyan na nila si Tanggol.
Diyos ko, paghahandaan naman ni Tanggol ang mga gerero. Subukan lang ni Pilar na pagtangkan uli ang buhay ni Tanggol. Tiyak sila uli mapagbibintangan. Wish na ang alto susundan sa munisipyo. Ako na ang speaker ni Jesus Nazareno Montenegro. Ngayon, tuloy-tuloy sa Liteon. Tomorrow sa Malacanang.
Ay, apo mo si Tanggol, yung tumatakbong mayor?
Ay, siya ang nagturo, nagpalaki at nag-aruga at nagbigay ng pangalan Tanggol kay Tanggol.
Hindi ni Tanggol, ha?
Wow! Pati ang wicked witch ng Quiapo, pabor sa aapo mo, di ba?
Doña Pilar,
Bakit?
alam na po namin kung saan nakatira yung babae.
Ihanda mo ng sasakyan at mga tauhan natin. Dali.
Opo, ma'am.
Tutos kami ng matilding yan.
Bye!
Baba.
Ramon, nakausap ko si Olivia. Napagdesisyonan ko na sa ikatatahimik at kaayos ng ating pamilya. Kailangan umalis na ni Marites.
Desisyon mo o desisyon ng anak mo sa labas?
Ramon, mahaba ang naging araw ko. Huwag na nating pagtalunan ito. Nawalan ako ng isang apo.
Bakit din ako mawala ng isang anak? Alam mo, matagal ko ng pangarap na magkaroon ng pamilya. mabuo ang pamilya ko. Tapos sisirain mo lang ito dahil sa anak mong pinalaki ni Gustavo.
Si Martes, ang Guerrero, hindi si Olivia. Magmula nang tumura dito yung babae mo, puro na lang kamalasan ang dala niya dito sa pamamahay ko. Siya ang dahilan kung bakit tayo nagkakawatak-watak. At hindi ako magtataka kung balang araw, traidorin niya tayo para sa kanyang pamilya.
Hindi tayo tatraidorin, Marites. Alam ko sigurado kung dahil kilala ko siya, hindi katulad mo padalos-dalos sa pagtitiwala sa mga tao. Tulad ng kay Olivia na yan. Piniikot ka lang niya, baba. Ginagamit niya, natutunan niya sa mga gerero para unti-unti tayong mawasak.
Hindi lang ikaw ang may pangarap na buuin ng pamilya ko man. Ako man ay pangarap kong buuin ng mga Montenegro. Pero hindi ko magagawa yan kung wala ang aking anak.
Baba! Anak mo rin ako! Ako na matagal na nakatabi mo. Hindi ang bahay na yan. Hindi lang natin siya nakilala. Baba, alam mo, nalasan niya na ang pag-iisip mo. Natanda mo, hindi naalis dito si Marites. Kapag nalaman ko na sinaktan pa ng anak mo ang ina ng anak ko, kilala mo ako. May kalalagyan siya ng anak mo tutok sa buo. Raman! Raman!
Pasensya na, Ramon. Pero marami nang nadadamay sa gera ng mga Montenegro at Guerrero. Nakasalalay sa akin ang kaligtasan ni Tanggol. Kakausapin ko pa rin ang tatay ko. Sana makinig siya sa akin.
Martes, tayo mo sa baba.
Salamat. Salamat, Franco.
Teka, hoy, hindi ba, sabi mo endangered din ang buhay mo sa mga gerero? Ba't hindi ka pa tumira doon kay Tanggol?
Roda, hindi ako titila sa isang bahay na may mamamatay tao na katulad ni Ramon. Tsaka hindi ko pa siya napapatawad sa pang-aabusong ginawa niya sa anak ko.
Is that the real answer? O meron pang ibang dahilan? Iba?
Roda, ano bang pinagsasasabi mo?
Naku, Neng, huwag ka na nga magmaang-maangan. Nakita kita yung naalalayan ka ng Prince Charming mo. Hindi ba? Tsaka dahil, nung nagkakampanya-kampanya pala ako, sinusulot-sulot mo na ako. Mabuti pa yung paranay ko si Marites, hindi ako sinusulot-sulot. O siya, ako na. Ikaw na ang winner. Eto na ang corona. And the winner is...
Roda, tigilan mo nga ako.
Olga, nagkakamali ka. Matagal na kami magkakilala ni Tingding. Siya ang babae dapat kong pakakasalan.
What? Is this true, Tinde?
Binukod siya nung araw na kami ikakasal. Akala ko, hindi na kami ulit magkikita. Buong buhay ko, hinahanap ko siya. Kaya hindi na ako nagpakasal sa iba. Dahil umaasa pa rin ako na magkikita pa rin kami.
Diyos ko naman, wala naman pala akong kalaban-laban. O ano na, what's the plan? Magpapakasal ba kayo? Ako ba ang maid of honor?
Ba, Roda? Tama na.
Hindi na mahalaga ako ng mga susunod naming hakbang. Matagal na panahon ako nagantay. Hindi. Kahit saan ka man magpunta, kasama mo ko. Hindi na ako papayag na kunin ka ulit nila sa akin.
Diyos ko, sana all. O, iwanan ko na kayong dalawa, ha? Nakakaloka out to it. Babush. Naku, tinding, ha? Nakakaloka ka dahil.
Mauna na ako.
Oh, saan ka pupunta? Aharap tayo sa press ngayon ah.
Kailangan pa ba ako dun? Kagabi lang sinabi mo eh, wala akong halaga sa pamamahay na ito. Tapos ngayon bigla ako nagkaroon ng halaga. Ano ba gusto mo? Bilawin yung mga tao. Magkaroon ka ng propaganda hanggang gusto nyo. Pero wag niyo akong isali sa kasinungalingan ninyo.
Magandang araw ho. Dito ho yung mansyon ni Don Gustavo Guerrero, di ba?
Dito nga. Bakit?
Pwede ko ba ho siya makausap?
Maraming kausap si Don Gustavo. Kang istorbo. Malis ka na dito. Alis!
Boss, sandali lang. Hindi niya naiintindihan eh. Importante lang ho, importante na makausap ko si Don Gustavo. Parang awa niyo na. Sabihin niyo, si Marites Asuncion de Maggi ba ang gustong kumausap sa kanya?
Tandaan niyo ang inutos ni Mayor. Kapag nakita niyo mga milito, iligpit sila lahat. Walang ititira. Nagkakaintindihan tayo? Okay, move!
Amo, naalis na muna kami nila, Papo. Pasensya na, ha? Hindi kasi kami ligtas dito, eh. Pangako babalik kami kapag maayos ang lahat. Babalik kami kapag hindi na ang mga gerero ang napapatakbo dito sa Maynila. Mahal na mahal kita, Mamo.
Mag-alala, Gracia. Tutuparin ko ang pinangako ko sa'yo. Protektahan ko ang mga anak na Sana lang swertehin na kami at mabago na ang buhay namin. Bantayan mo kami palagi, ha?
Mamu, pangako, magbabago na ako. Hindi na ako papasok sa mundo. Tutulungan ko na sila, Papu, para makapagsimula ulit kami.
Ate, huwag ka mag-alala. Hindi ko papabayaan yung mag-aama mo. Hindi ko sila iiwan. Pangako.
Ay! Bro, Maning, bakit? Kung kailangan nyo talaga umalis, eh. May mga armadong lalaki naghahanap sa inyo. Ano?
Apo, kailangan na natin umalis.
May alam akong daan dito para hindi kayo makita. Sundan niyo ako. Tara, bilis! Papo, bilis! Kami! Halika.
Nakita na namin mga dito. Dito sa kalye. Pangalawang rotonda. Pumunta na kayo dito. Bilisan niyo!
Tanggol, mukhang nakakaputo ka na.
Sila Fatima yun! Ang mabuti pa. Mag-iwalay-iwalay tayo. Tara!
Ngayong Martes na, July 29. Kaano-ano mo si Matilde?
Nanay ko po si Matilde. Ayun, totoo po ako.
Sa hapunan sa sementeryo.
Tuloy niyo! Tama! Tama!
Silang diretso ililibing.
Tuloy niyo! Dito na! Habulin pa, di ba?
FPJ's Batang Quiapo.
Times 3 sa real talk na walay chok.
Bigsa ang iwan na dyan. Bigsa ang iwan ni Melay daw. Sa oras, big mga to eh.
In this series, we're taking on Japanese seafood from north to south, from the bustling crab markets of Sapporo all the way to the oyster farms of Hiroshima.
We got like a pile of oysters right here.
Japan is a country obsessed with seafood.
I love seafood.
In fact, it's one of the top consumers of seafood around the world.
Tokyo, I would wager to guess, probably has more variety of fish than any other city in the world. Would you agree with that?
Half the seafood here is caught by hardworking fishermen, hauling in Japan's premium wild catch.
Oh, wow.
And the other half is farmed, raised under the watchful eye of researchers who have turned aquaculture into an art form.
This place is processing up to 30,000 eels per day. They're turning these slippery, slimy creatures into something absolutely delicious.
From ocean waters and farms, this seafood changes hands to chefs around the country.
Why do people insist on still eating this? 美味しいんですよね. Because it's yummy.
Chefs who understand that these delicate ingredients can be unforgettable.
It's so good.
Or, if not prepared properly, can lead to absolute disaster.
This could be my last oyster. I hope it's a good one. Cheers.
From Tokyo's most dangerous seafood dishes
Around 10 people in Australia pass away every year because of getting in contact with this fish.
to shellfish handpicked by 80-year-old Alma divers.
That is like the poop sack and the snail all in one bite. A lot going on there.
I'm on a mission to reveal how Japan does seafood differently.
What must be done before I eat this?
You must rinse your mouth with sake to cleanse the palate.
Oh, I don't know. It's only 10:08 a.m. Okay.
And it all starts with the most coveted crustacean in the sea, the crab.
Look at this thing. It has like the perfect body armor. They're spiky as heck. Welcome to Sapporo, the capital of Hokkaido, Japan's northernmost main island and a paradise for seafood lovers. This place is famous for its brutal winters, but also some of the best crabs on the planet. All of Japan's most prized crab species can be found here. Hokkaido is responsible for nearly half of Japan's total crab catch, meaning if you're eating crab in Japan, chances are it came from these icy waters. Right now, we've just arrived at a local seafood market, and it's time to find out what's on the menu. Let's move.
If you want to see all of Japan's finest crabs, Sapporo's outer market is the place to be. Here, local chefs and home cooks hunt for the freshest catch. Sure, you can find Japan's infamous Hokkaido scallops and plenty of fish. But me,
Oh, this water is so cold.
I'm here to start the day strong with Japan's premium snow crab.
What a beauty. Take a look at this. Oh, hey. Oh, no, fuck. Oh, no, that was not on purpose. Oh, okay, I got it. Joke's on you, I can't feel my fingers anyways. Now, these snow crabs thrive in the icy waters of the North Pacific and the Sea of Japan, making Hokkaido the perfect place to find and eat these little creatures. Also, these cold, frigid waters are perfect for creating fatty, succulent meats. That's what these guys are known for. This guy right here, $20. Throughout the day today, we're going to be eating all sorts of iconic Japanese crabs that are especially caught here in Hokkaido. This is going to be our first one that we're cooking up. Let's get into it.
Before we crack into this crab, let's crack into something a little bit deeper.
I travel the world and eat some truly unique things, but I don't go in blind. I ask questions. I get the story. I try to understand what I'm getting into before I take that first bite. And I do that because context matters. And therapy is the same way. When you're opening up about what's going on in your head, it's not enough just to talk to anyone. You need someone who actually fits, who understands where you're coming from, someone who just gets it. That's what I like about our paid partner, BetterHelp. When I signed up, I entered a few questions about my background and the kind of therapist I wanted to connect with. A couple days later, and I was matched. I didn't have to over-explain myself. I felt comfortable. And once that pressure was off, I could actually focus on the real stuff I came to therapy for. To be honest, like many of you, I put off therapy for a long time. But trust me, it is worth trying, especially when BetterHelp makes it this easy. And if your first match isn't the right fit, you can switch your therapist at no extra cost. So if you've been thinking about therapy, consider this your sign to get started. Visit betterhelp.com/besteverfood or scan the QR code on the screen to get a special discount on your first month, because the right experience begins with the right connection. Now, back to the show.
Just across from the snow crab cellar, Umido, a seafood restaurant known for bringing Hokkaido's best crabs straight from the tank to the table.
Kaya?
Sitting across from me, the winner of Miss Universe Japan 2024, Kaya, but more on her later.
How do you feel about seafood?
I love seafood. It's one of my favorite meals.
How are you with food in general? Are you accepting of trying new things?
I've always been too adventurous to the point my parents get really worried for me.
Do you have an example of too adventurous?
Raw lamb.
Oh.
I really liked it, and I ordered like 5 pounds of it.
Of raw lamb?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, we're not going to be doing anything that extreme. This is the snow crab. A crab that is said to be... Hold on, I looked it up.
First, the chef breaks down our long-legged friend. He coats the de-shelled crab legs and claws in a dry batter made from baking powder, flour, and salt. Then it's dipped into a wet batter, using the same ingredients but with water added in. Finally, it hits the hot oil for a crispy golden finish.
The snow crab has naturally sweet and a mildly briny flavor, making it less intense than the king crab, but more refined. Do you want to give it a shot?
Cheers.
Wow, that's like dynamite.
I get what they say by elegant. It's doing an elegant dance in my mouth.
It's a little bit crunchy, but really, the gem is when you get a hit of that juicy crab. It's sweet, but not harsh.
It's so airy, and I think it complements really well with the fact that it's a tempura.
Tempura, it just means fried, basically, right?
Yeah, around the world, when you think fried, you think deep fried, and it's going to be super coated. You can't even see the ingredient itself. But with tempura, you're still able to see it. It's more watery and transparent, which makes it lighter.
We have the tempura claw right here. We have a bowl just of salt.
Using salt enhances the natural flavor more.
I think the salt brings out even more sweetness.
Yeah.
It's a bigger, thicker, more robust chunk.
Compared to the leg that we just had, it felt more light, and this was more meaty, more tender.
I like it. I've never gone anywhere in Japan and just got a bowl of salt. Usually I'd at least get soy sauce, but for me, the salt, it's working.
Soon, I'll be tasting some of the most prized crabs found exclusively in this island's frigid seas, including Japan's famous hairy crab.
It's so hairy.
But before that, I'm heading back into the cold
Ma'am?
to learn more about what makes Hokkaido's crabs different from anywhere else.
How do you dress in these frigid temperatures to stay warm? Because you are basically outside all day.
それでいいけどもう一枚
Haneda runs a live seafood shop here.
You should wear more layers inside.
How many pants are you wearing?
3枚
3 layers.
I'm wearing exactly one pants. It's not enough
あ
pants.
ー足
I'm excited to be here because this is a new side of Japan for me. I've never been in Japan in the winter, and my God, it gets very cold here, especially in the north.
Sapporo, the snowiest city on Earth, isn't just big on winter activities and downhill skiing. But it's also the crab capital of Japan, where all the best offerings brought from around Hokkaido meet up in one place.
札幌はそうでもないマイナス
I know it's cold here. I was born and raised here, so I got used to it. It goes to -20, so
Oh.
be careful.
Cold, nutrient-rich waters like those surrounding Hokkaido create a perfect ecosystem for crabs, offering abundant food, fewer predators, and ideal temperatures for slow growth, making their meat denser, sweeter, and more flavorful.
How long have you had your stall here?
25年
25 years.
Oh, wow.
Saying goodbye to Haneda, I'm heading back to Umido Restaurant to check off the next crab on our list.
Next to you, the hairy crab. Now, I would like to talk about it, but what would be great is if we had like a visual reference. So I'm thinking maybe you could just grab that crab.
Okay, is it okay to grab it?
Are you asking me or the crab or him?
Tsukiyama Takeru is the representative director of this restaurant.
Hi.
Please.
Alrighty. Here she is, or he.
Oh, all right. That was a little anticlimactic.
In Japan, they're known as kagani, and they can cost up to about $59 per crab.
These are a good crab for holding because they're kind of lazy.
I wonder if it's weak right here, and that's why they need to protect it.
Perhaps its mouth is its weakness. Like me.
Hairy crabs like these can weigh up to 3 pounds, and they thrive nearly a decade beneath the cold waters around Hokkaido Sea before they're harvested. To let the crab's true flavors shine through, the cooking process is as straightforward as it gets. Boil it, plate it, and devour it.
This has a strong crab flavor compared to all the other crabs that we have here today. The hairy crab has the most miso in it, which is the brain.
Tell me more about the miso, because miso, as I understand in Japanese, is like a fermented soybean, right?
Yes, because the color and texture is similar to.
To a typical miso
Yeah, like the
soybean
paste.
paste. Ready?
Yeah.
We have the snow crab. The hairy crab tastes different, and this is what the internet has to say about it. It carries a strong, briny ocean flavor, which makes it highly prized among seafood lovers. Some say it is the most crab-tasting crab. What the hell does that mean?
It might be really strong, like a pungent taste, I'm
I guess
assuming.
so. This body slice looks like a piece of pineapple.
It does, actually.
You can feel the hair underneath.
It's
so hairy.
Smells like crab.
Briny.
Yeah.
This is going to be our first pure taste of that intense, briny, crab-tasting hairy crab.
Okay, I get it.
I get it too.
It's a lot more saltier than the snow crab that we had before.
It's really good. It's definitely more briny.
I love how it falls apart so easily. It makes it easier to eat.
Have you ever had this before?
No, this is actually my first time.
Because you live in Japan.
I do.
What's going on? Explain.
I don't travel much. That's the problem. I'm from Kobe, so I don't really go out for seafood much with my family.
From here, I think we should move on to the head. Wow.
So good.
It's soft, it's creamy, umami. It's really satisfying. This is not something you're going to find in every crab, and actually not even something you're going to find in every hairy crab. They had to find the exact perfect size of crab. They said if the crab was too small, no miso. And they said if it was too big, no miso. I think that's how his accent was. Is that racist yet?
It's okay.
It's okay? Thanks.
I give you the pass.
Okay.
Soon I'll come face to face with a crab that can't be found anywhere else on Earth, except right here in Hokkaido, Japan.
What animal from the deep sea wants to mess with this?
But first, I need to tell you more about Kaya, who will be joining me in this series as we sample seafood from Hokkaido to Hiroshima.
You have a very fascinating background, and some people looking at you might be like, is she Japanese? Is she not Japanese? So why don't you explain?
My mom is from Japan and my dad is Bangladeshi. I was born in Detroit, Michigan, actually.
How many years have you been here?
1.5 years.
The other thing I want to talk to you about is you recently won Miss Universe Japan.
2024 Miss Universe Japan, Kaya Chakraborty.
I was able to win and go to Mexico and compete at the Miss Universe pageant.
Oh, so now I get it. It's Miss Universe Japan. You qualify here, and then later you go on to the actual Miss Universe.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think this is going to be a fun learning experience for both of us as we move through the country. But for today, we have a lot more crabs to see.
Let's go.
Inside of here, we have our next crab contender. Let me show you. The water's absolutely freezing like its natural habitat. And this here, folks, is the Hanasaki crab.
Hanasaki crabs can weigh between 1 to 6 pounds.
The Hanasaki crab is a species of spiny king crab, and they're found in eastern Hokkaido in the absolutely freezing, frigid waters.
This beast in my hands cost a cool $267.
So that is the male species, but there's also a female in here, and there's something really special about the female. When you look under the carapace and peel back this section right here, you can see a clutch of eggs. Now, I have so many questions about this. First of all, when I was in Cambodia, we also tried crab with eggs on the outside. These were blue crabs, and when the chef cooked the eggs, prepared them, and gave them to us, they were awful. It was like eating a mesh net. It wasn't food. Texture, terrible. So I got bamboozled. I got tricked into eating something absolutely disgusting. Also, it's not good for the environment because these eggs could become babies. I have a lot of questions for the chef here. What's gonna happen next is he's gonna prepare these eggs into something delicious. Apparently.
Today, I'll try both male and female Hanasaki crabs, all prepared by Chef Kudo Tadaharu.
Chef?
The head chef of Tsukikino Kamiichi.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you.
I see in your tank out there, you've got all the crabs of Hokkaido. Well, I want to know what is special about the Hanasaki crab.
First up, the female crab, already packed with rich roe, is boiled to perfection.
It's a super bright color red that's distinct amongst any other crab. It's super strong in flavor. He said it's so strong, it's best used for making broth with it because it has so much flavor that it could expand to other different areas of food.
Right here, we can see the eggs that he has prepared. Now, I have had this body part before. It tasted kind of grizzly and bony. Is this something that's going to taste good? Can we give it a shot?
Yeah.
I think we just grab a little small amount. Oh, that's not bad.
It tastes good.
They pop in your mouth. It's not hard and bony. It has a nice taste to it. It has just like a slight gentle brininess. I like that.
But he's saying this is what tastes good. This is the eggs that are still inside, and these are the eggs that matured and went out of the body.
It feels like a salted egg yolk in my mouth. It's rich. It tastes a little bit crabby. Again, gentle flavors.
It's mild in the best way possible.
At the same time, I have concerns. Is this something that's sustainable, you think, to be eating crab eggs?
In Cambodia, I saw crabs harvested full of roe just days away from spawning, a practice that threatens future generations. So is it the same story here in Japan?
They don't think about it, or maybe it's not something that's concerning at the moment.
From his perspective, at least.
From his perspective.
You know, and maybe it's a different story for the crabbers. But I guess the question is, when you go to the market, is it common to see crabs like this that have eggs on them still?
It's still not that common, actually.
I guess that's a good thing.
Next, the jumbo-sized male Hanasaki crab meets the same fate, or should I say, destiny. It's boiled, hacked apart, and neatly arranged for easy eating. Exactly how I like it, because wrestling seafood at the table, it's not my idea of fun.
Here's what the internet is saying about the Hanasaki crab. The Hanasaki crab has a more intense and robust crab flavor compared to the snow crab or even the hairy crab.
It's gonna be really crabby.
We're gonna get to this in a moment, but first, dim sum.
The leg meat from the female crab is mixed into a shumai paste with shrimp, snow crab, and fish. The blend is wrapped snugly into dumplings and steamed until soft, piping hot, and crave-worthy.
Now, in Japan, how often are you seeing shumai? Because that is Cantonese food, right?
Yeah, and it's usually seen in like Chinatown and more Chinese cuisine. This is dashi, which is fish stock, vinegar, and soy sauce. Oh my gosh.
That's nice. The sauce is perfect. It adds a little salt, a little bit of sourness, and then the texture is so bouncy, it's so firm. The chef, he said he's been working with crabs for 40 years, and he said this is the biggest Hanasaki crab he's ever seen. Let's start with a leg. He's cut it out. I think that's why we have.
Oh yes, the crab sticks.
It has a tiny fork on one side and then like a long spoon on the other side. Oh, I got a nice piece right here.
Oh my gosh. That tastes like a crab.
There is no question in my mind that I'm eating crab.
Yeah, me too. It's a lot more saltier than all the crabs we've had so far, but in a good way.
There also appears to be a lot of fat with the meat. You can see it almost looks creamy from the outside.
Looks kind of like mayonnaise.
Yeah, that's nuts. But right here, we have something really special. This illustrates the point perfectly. That is melted, broken down, rendered crab fat.
Is it okay if we shake hands?
Please. Good. Unreal. Mine is coated with fat on the outside.
It's more flakier in the best way possible.
It's super delicious. So those are the legs and those are the claws. Right here,
It looks appetizing to me.
is that right?
Yeah.
What would you eat in there?
So you would eat the brain, the insides. This is considered to me the best part of the crab.
Whoa. Well, it's like a crab pate. That tastes like somebody created a crab spread that you could put on a cracker.
I think that's my favorite part of the crab.
Honestly, this Hanasaki crab, it's going to be hard to beat, but we're going to try. Because from here, we're going to be trying the biggest crab you can find in Japan.
So ready for it.
Let's move. All right, folks, right inside this box, we have our final crab of the day. There is one side note. They told me that once I open this box, it has 2 hours until it dies. Hopefully, we can prepare it in time. Let's take a look at this monster. You know, it's always like that. Prepare to feast your eyes on the biggest crab in all of Hokkaido. This is a Japanese red king crab. Now, it might look a little bit familiar, and that's because this is actually the same species as an Alaskan king crab, but there are some differences, and the differences amount to environmental and dietary factors. See, the Alaskan king crabs live in much deeper waters, and they have different food sources than these Japanese guys over here, who are eating a lot of natto. Frankly, I don't know how they get their claws on natto, coming in at 11 pounds. It is an absolute unit. The price, an outrageous $400. It is extremely expensive. Let's head into the kitchen now and see how it's made.
Today, Chef Hirano Michinori
Sir?
of Kitagawa Restaurant is cooking an intriguing lineup of king crab dishes.
She told me that I should ask your age because I would be surprised by your age. So I'm assuming that you're 21?
70 here.
Ah, can I ask you something? Do you still drink sake?
A medium amount?
Do you think sake is maybe the secret to a long, healthy life? Now, my wife is watching this. Could you say yes?
You should drink a little bit, actually.
The little bit is what I struggle with. You should drink, then I'm like, say no more.
We're saving that heavyweight crab for the finale. But first, a slightly smaller king crab takes center stage.
What is special about this crab?
It has a richer taste. And also, the color is so beautiful, especially when it's boiled, because similar to the Hanasaki crab, it turns a nice red.
Right, here, not boiled.
Yes.
To prepare this dish, the legs of the red king crab are detached. Then the chef expertly hacks away its shell, revealing the vivid red meat inside.
The best way to prepare this is you have to boil it for 3 seconds and then put it quickly into an ice bath to completely stop the cooking. But what's really important is to get the red parts off because it could cause food poisoning.
Oh, what is the red part then?
Oil, the fat of the crab.
Have you heard of somebody getting food poisoning? Have you gotten food poisoning from eating that part of the crab?
I've never had food poisoning myself. However, people who are feeling unwell should stray away from it.
What's the next move? So he puts the sashimi in his dish. He grabs some wasabi. He puts it into the soy sauce, and then he dabs that onto the meat.
That is a lot of...
Okay, that was a little bit too much.
You think maybe that's a bit too much?
A little too aggressive?
Yeah.
I'm trying to burn the back of my cerebellum. Cheers. think I saw God for a second. I lost a couple IQ points. It's cold, it's fresh, it's sweet, but the texture, I'm having trouble putting my finger on what that taste is. Ah, you can taste some of the iron from the crab's blood. Oh. That's how in Japanese you plainly say, you're foolish. I don't agree at all. He went, Regardless of how you think it tastes, we all agree it's delicious. Next, he's going to be working with that 11-pound crab, making something that I believe he invented, a dish using tomato sauce. Let's get into it.
But before we set eyes on that, how about an entire crab head fried whole? It starts by packing the empty crab head with a hearty filling. Crab meat blended with fish paste, eggs, asparagus, mushrooms, bamboo shoots, and oil. Next comes a sprinkle of flour, egg yolk, and finally a generous coating of crunchy breadcrumbs. Then the whole crab head hits the deep fryer.
When I found out we were doing a crab tour in Sapporo, I did not expect something like this. Oh, it really is like a cake. It is certainly super crusty on top.
You know, casserole is the perfect description for how it looks.
Mm-hmm. It looks fascinating. You know what? I think folks in Minnesota would love that.
I was gonna say just exactly the same thing. This I would bring to a potluck for sure.
It's like a fishy crab loaf slash quiche. It's a little eggy. It's solid, but it still has some seafood flavor to it.
This is the best thing I've tasted so far in our journey.
Really?
I like fried stuff.
It's interesting you say that because at the end of this video, we're going to talk about which of the 4 crabs we tried today was our absolute favorite. I think we're probably going to have different answers, but let's see.
Okay.
Moving on to the final boss. Right here, we have the red king crab.
To create this unique dish, first the crab legs are shallow fried gently in olive oil. Then comes a splash of kombu dashi, a Japanese stock or broth made from boiling a special kelp found exclusively in eastern Hokkaido.
This is one giant piece of seaweed that's been dried. So to make dashi, essentially he's boiling this.
Yes.
Next up, cherry tomatoes and clams. Everything simmers together until the flavors unite.
I want to talk about the differences between the Japanese king crab and the Alaskan king crab. Temperature and depth differences. Colder water equals slower growth and a firmer texture. But the Alaskan ones, slightly warmer water, faster growth, more tender meat.
Oh, so the meat texture is gonna be different between the two.
That's what they say. Before we get into the crab, we should try this broth or sauce. Oh, I thought it was just like a thick oil. It's so flavorful.
It's sweet.
Sweet, rich, a delicious umami, savory flavor. Here, we have the actual leg. The most unique crab recipe I've ever seen.
Wow.
Look at this monster piece right here. It looks so good. Let's try it out. This is our 4th crab. I'm not sick of it.
No, this is completely different from everything that we've had so far. And I think that also makes it fun to eat.
It is more firm.
More buttery?
More umami. And it's weird, the sauce that he's made here is working together with the flavor of the meat itself. I just want to bathe it in there.
It pairs perfectly with it.
Unbelievable.
That king crab is unforgettable. But next up, we're leaving the snowy streets of Hokkaido and heading south to this country's capital. Welcome to Tokyo. Here, I'm planning to track down some of Japan's most dangerous
There is poison in the blood of the eel.
and deadliest seafoods.
It has 13 long spikes that can paralyze you and even cause death.
Right now, we've arrived at our first location where we have our first specimen. These are known as stargazers. Now, these stargazers look like this. Like most NHL fans. These fish have been labeled the meanest fish in creation. If you are a fish that they want to destroy, they can either electrocute you or they hit you with their venom.
The stargazer's venom can cause intense pain, swelling, and, in severe cases, muscle paralysis. This venom is delivered through these 2 spines on their back, which, underwater, could be impossible to avoid.
They're hanging out in the sand, you're surfing, you step on it, it's over.
Even now, a careless touch could result in a painful sting, so the chef must handle the stargazers with extreme caution, avoiding contact with these dangerous barbs. After scraping off its rough scales, the chef carefully removes the innards, thoroughly rinsing the stargazers to eliminate impurities. Then, the delicate process of filleting begins. Each precise cut separates the tender meat from the skeleton, avoiding waste while preserving texture. Every remaining bone is meticulously picked out, ensuring a smooth bite. The skin is peeled away, then each piece is sliced thin, ready for the next step. To complement the unique flavor of the Stargazer, fresh wasabi, grated from the Wasabia japonica plant. Using rice that's been flavored with red vinegar, mirin, and sugar, the chef rolls rice balls, adds a touch of wasabi, and a slice of raw Stargazer. A light brush of soy sauce adds the final umami note before serving.
It's a very rare fish to actually get in Japan. Usually it's accidentally caught.
This is what I kind of love about Japan. People seem to make use of whatever they pull up, including this right here. Like, Kaya, what are you doing back there?
It's my first day on the job, actually.
Returning to risk her life with me, Miss Universe Japan, Kaya.
I have never seen a female sushi chef ever.
Typically, women are not sushi chefs because they say that we have warmer hands, so it can ruin the taste of the sushi, unfortunately.
Actually, I didn't know that until right now. This is the Stargazer. Have you ever been stuck by one? And what happened?
The whole day, I couldn't do my job.
Basically death. Please, try with us. Always make the chef try with you, so you know it's not poisoned. I mean, the rice is already delicious. Sour, vinegary sushi rice, a little bit of wasabi on there. The fish itself, it's a nice thick cut.
It kind of tastes like lobster to me, and also super firm.
Maybe you got the elbow.
This part?
My part was gummy. It is a unique texture that I've not had before.
It's like a very nice, meaty texture to it, which I like about it.
Eating this fish right now poses no danger to us. But the next fish, this fish right here, this is called a skillfish, and it has a deep, dark secret. Are you excited for this?
No.
The skillfish belongs to a family of fish that's heavy with wax esters, a type of fat that's indigestible for humans and that can cause Armageddon-level diarrhea.
Kaya,
Sonny.
we are going to be putting our bodies on the line today.
One member of this family, the oilfish, made hundreds of patrons sick in Hong Kong after it was intentionally mislabeled as cod in 2007. The oilfish is now banned here in Japan. The skillfish, while not banned, is still highly potent. Just 3 pieces could wreak havoc on your digestive system.
Your body isn't able to process it, and instead what happens is it shoots right through you.
But he says it's like the highest class of tuna that you can get, so it's super nice and fatty, but...
In this area, it's a good experience. Elsewhere, not so much. Are you excited for this?
No.
From here, I guess we just see how it works. I can't wait to see the meat and to see, well, really what happens after the meal.
I don't know what to say to that. That's awful.
The chef works his knife skills to break down the hefty skillfish into deceptively harmless-looking slices. From here, the fish fillet will both be grilled and made into soup. Let's start with the soup. First, a foundational broth is prepared by combining sake, mirin, and sugar with water. In goes the skillfish, and 5 minutes is all it takes for the heat to gently firm up the flesh, while absorbing the essence of the broth it's bathing in. After removing the fish, the broth is reduced to concentrate its flavors, and it's made thick with a slurry of flour paste. Then the skillfish returns to the pot. Keep in mind, while heat does kill bacteria, it does nothing to the wax esters.
There's a thick layer of fat, and that's from the skillfish. Can our body handle it? I'm not sure, but the skillfish nabe stew.
Smells good. Slightly fishy, rich and sweet.
There's like a punch of the ginger, which I really like.
In a moment, we're going to put this in our mouths. But I want to tell you what I found in my research. What makes this one of the most dangerous fish in Tokyo? It contains high levels of indigestible wax esters, which can cause, not diarrhea, there's a different word actually.
Is it
Carriorrhea.
Yes.
Which means a type of uncontrollable oily diarrhea. There's a type of... It's worse. Part of me wants to cheat. Just take a little nibble.
I'm gonna go for a full bite.
Respect. Cheers, me too. Sorry.
It's so soft.
Wait, what? That bite was even better than some of the most fatty tuna I've ever had. It's really delicious. I can't believe it.
I get why people eat it.
This could have dire consequences, but right now, in this moment, that tastes really good.
It's amazing.
It is a buttery, soft fish. You've got the skin on there, so that's even more fat. You've got some of the sake in there, the ginger. That's really impressive.
Do you want to know another dangerous fact about this fish after we ate a bite?
Yes.
It has been linked to having a high amount of magnesium sometimes.
That's good, right?
Sorry, mercury.
Oh. So next we're going to be trying this one here. What can you tell me about this preparation?
So they have just grilled it over fire and added a lot of salt to it. And I think that this way, it just prepared simply and we can actually taste the fish itself.
No masking agents. And what I like about it is we have a lot of volume here, so we can really fill up on this.
Am I gonna regret this later?
It's so good. Oh no.
Oh, I see why people eat it.
Wow, it's really, from being grilled over charcoal, that charcoal has imbued the perfect, almost sweet smokiness onto that meat.
I feel like the oil even has a light flavor to it.
It doesn't feel like eating Wagyu where the oil from the beef can start to make you feel sick. It's like, I want to keep going.
Oh, that was my stomach.
Soft, buttery, so smoky, so delicious. I've never had a fish like it.
And it's so dangerous that I like it now.
For sure, we probably stop eating. I'm gonna have one more. It's so good. I can't believe it. So, from here, we have 2 more locations lined up with 2 more dangerous fish.
Our last fish might send us to the toilet, but our next fish could send us into a coma.
Tokyo, I would wager to guess, probably has more variety of fish than any other city in the world. Would you agree with that?
Everyone wants to eat in Tokyo because it's like an accumulation of all the seafood possible.
What do you think is the most dangerous fish you've ever served or seen someone eat?
Yeah,正直の答えで I said you can be honest. He's like, wow.
Introducing our second source of poison, the serpentine moray eel.
You have a nice specimen right here. Do you know what would be helpful for the camera? Could you pick up the whole thing?
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. How does it feel in your hands?
It's fleshy, wet, and it doesn't smell great.
What makes the moray eel so dangerous?
There is poison in the blood of the eel.
The moray eel's blood carries toxins throughout its body. If you ingest its blood, the best case scenario is stomach issues, numbness, and muscle pain. The worst case, ending up in a coma or the afterlife.
It will also cause neurological problems, such as temperature reversals. If you get bitten, the mucus it secretes is an anticoagulant, so you won't stop bleeding.
What's the third most dangerous thing that could happen?
It's our favorite one. Mercury poisoning!
This is why the CDC advises against eating the moray eel. But here in Japan, danger is just another flavor.
Why do people insist on still eating this? Because it's yummy. If we eat the blood, that can be dangerous for us, but then how do you get rid of the blood?
After he cuts it, he thoroughly cleanses it with water.
What about soap? Okay.
Our neurotoxic moray eel is served over 2 courses. One is raw sashimi, and while I build up the courage for that, I opt to start with the cooked version. The moray eel fillets get 15 minutes of steaming, then they're cold shocked in an ice bath to preserve the eel's texture. Our chef torches the skin to refine its texture and add some smoky flavor. Then he slices the fillets into bite-sized pieces. To serve, a base of julienne cucumber and ginger, creating the final resting place for our eel friend.
Kaya,
Sunny.
the chef is standing right behind you.
Yes.
So please be polite when you eat this food. I have never had a moray eel.
Most people in Japan haven't had anything like this.
What if we tried just the naked cooked eel first, and then we flavor it afterwards?
That sounds great with me.
Mmm. The skin is very distinct, a little gelatinous, and almost gummy.
It's very soft in my mouth, but I do taste a little bit of eel.
The freshwater eel that you're used to? I would agree, a little bit, even though this is an ocean animal. So now we're gonna hit it with a little bit of ponzu sauce.
Ponzu is kind of like a lighter, more fragrant soy sauce.
I've never had anything like this.
It's a new flavor with the ponzu sauce, actually.
Much brighter, but there's 2 distinct parts to the eel. When you get the actual meat, it's very flaky, kind of falling apart, but then the skin stands out. It makes it very unique. It's very thick, it's heavy, it's fat, rubbery. There's nothing like it.
It looks like pig ears.
What would he compare the skin to? Right here, we have the moray eel sashimi.
Sashimi, as the name suggests, involves no cooking at all. Just pieces of fish nearly as toxic as your ex, thinly sliced and served to thrill-seeking stunt eaters. As a fun accompaniment, the chef boils the eel skin, shocks it in ice, then slices it up. Consider it a final treat before you settle into a soothing coma.
I would almost compare that to the raw cone of the squid in the way that's kind of a soft, gummy, chewy texture almost.
Almost has a crunch to it too.
Now that's the texture. As far as the flavor, nothing.
It's just a very, very light flavor profile.
Just an incredibly clean taste. But then there's the skin. Oh boy.
Oh, and it sticks together.
It looks gelatinous, that's nice. Certainly more flavor.
Yeah. Briny?
It tastes like what an aquarium smells like. A little bit of fish food and cool aquarium water.
It's fishy, but in a smell way.
But not a strong funk. From what we've experienced here, it feels fairly innocuous. At least, that's how it presents itself for now. We'll find out for sure.
In half a day.
Chef, we'll email you if there's any issues.
イメール送ります。なんか病気になった。
Our scariest challenge of the day has arrived. The most terrifying, the deadliest, the most venomous fish not only in Japan, but in the world.
Oh, God. Oh, wow. This is the stonefish. As soon as he picks it up, you can see its back fin pop up, and you can see those are the spines. And if you pull it down, that is the barb that delivers the venom. Oh.
Those barbs need just a split second to deliver a venom potent enough to cause anything from excruciating pain to paralysis, respiratory failure, or even death.
Around 10 people in Australia pass away every year because of accidentally getting in contact with this fish.
You can see why it would blend perfectly into the coral, the rocks.
The stonefish can live up to 24 hours out of water in the sand.
Oh, that's insane.
You're not safe anywhere near the beach, basically.
In the kitchen, even with the concentration and precision of a Japanese chef, just the tiniest of mistakes and this fish could be your last.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you're about to see next is the most dangerous part of preparing the stonefish. One thing that you can't do is put your hand on top of the fish like that. The chef is going to have to carefully maneuver around this fish, turning it from a live creature into something delicious. Chef, take it away. Oh, well, that's pretty easy. He lays a towel on top of the spikes. Diabolical. Then he goes back kind of on the shoulder blade of the fish. He's turned the fish around. Half the fillet has been pulled off of the fish, and it's not putting up much of a fight. Ooh. He puts down one fat-looking fillet. Now he works on the other side. So these two fat fillets have been removed, and from here he's going to be making two dishes. Stonefish sashimi and stonefish hot pot. Let's get to it.
To prepare the most venomous raw sashimi Kaya and I have ever eaten, the chef slices the fillets into thin, bite-sized pieces and plates them beside the stonefish's skeleton for an added layer of psychological terror. But the horror doesn't stop there. He then beats the stonefish liver into a deranged mayonnaise, which will be the macabre condiment for our raw fish.
I don't regret any of my ex-fishes, because every ex-fish that I dated and broke up with led me to this fish. Do you ever feel that way?
No.
At this point, the barbs are still here, so there's still an element of danger to this meal.
And hopefully I don't slip and fall at the table.
First, let's try out the meat of the stonefish, the raw meat.
It is a very white fish with a hint of pink.
A little squishy. A little sandpapery on my tongue.
Oh, really?
Like when a cat licks your finger. The texture is very unique and strange.
It kind of stays on your tongue.
Not a strong flavor.
No.
Right now, I think what this really requires is some of that liver.
Yay.
Grab a piece of sashimi, hit it with a little bit of liver.
Ooh.
You don't like how that looks, do you? From here, we roll it up a little bit.
Oh.
Don't think too much. Hit it in the ponzu sauce. Something completely different.
Very soft.
Creamy. The ponzu just brightens it up. It's not that strong or that intense, I don't think. I think you should try some of the liver alone. almost like uni, but not briny.
I love uni too. Now that you say it, it makes me like it more.
It's good. It has a little seafoodiness to it, but very mild.
It's similar to the taste of the flesh, but it has actually more flavor than the flesh.
Right here we have the stonefish hot pot. Let's take a look. Ooh.
Oh!
To make the stonefish hot pot, quickly blanch the stonefish, then wash off its slime. In a pot, arrange the fish with tofu, white cabbage, enoki mushrooms, and pea sprouts. Concoct the broth by combining bonito stock, made from dried fermented tuna, mirin, and soy sauce. Pour the broth into the fish pot and serve.
Should we taste that broth?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. It's warm. It opens up your chest. It's inviting. It smells amazing in here. We do have some of the meat of the fish, but we also have some fins, some joints, whatever that is. So right here we have thick kind of filleted chunks. It's white. It's kind of shrunk up a little bit.
So light. Oh, I love that texture.
It's got like a nice bounce to it as you bite through it. It's good. This part I bet we could eat.
It's gelatinous.
When you squeeze it, it looks like there's 5 bones. We have 5 bones.
Oh!
I think we used to be stonefish.
What happened to the venom in my spine?
Okay. Oh God, did you get some off?
But barely. It's hard and it's actually basically just skin.
The skin is half gelatinous, but then part of it's like crispy, but in an exoskeleton kind of way. It tasted just fine. The texture on that was really weird.
It's like half bone, half cartilage.
A very rewarding experience.
After braving Tokyo's most dangerous seafood, we're heading even further south along the coast to the countryside of Shizuoka. This is where things are about to get even weirder.
I've never seen anything so disconcerting as this.
Here, thousands of slimy eels are raised on eel farms.
Eels are slimy, but it turns out when you raise eels in a tent like this, everything is slimy. Look at that wall.
Then turned into dishes both delicious
I've never had this dish this good.
and daring.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, dying.
Welcome to Shizuoka, the eel capital of Japan, where unagi is not just a food, but a way of life. This region is famous for its pristine waters, ideal climate, and centuries-old eel farming traditions. That's what makes it one of the top freshwater eel producers of Japan. In a moment, we'll go to an eel farm, where we'll find out exactly what it takes to raise Japan's prized unagi.
We have entered into the eel's lair. In here, it's about 100% humidity, while outside, it's about 32 degrees. Hence the creeping fog spreading out throughout the room. Eels are slimy, but it turns out when you raise eels in a tent like this, everything is slimy. Look at that wall. Look at the ceiling. There's slime everywhere. Now, of course, a very important part of raising healthy, tasty eels is feeding them.
On the eel's dinner menu, fish paste, a mixture designed to replicate the eel's natural diet. The natural part is the fish they eat, like sardines and anchovies, though the unnatural part is the disgusting goo ball those fish are turned into.
Actually, doesn't smell that bad. I've never seen anything so disconcerting as this. Hundreds, maybe thousands of eels, and they're so vicious. They cling to the food. They're trying to push each other out of the way, but they don't have any arms. And then they take big bites of this giant, mucky blob of fish paste.
These are Japanese eels, but in kitchens, they're called unagi, a Japanese word that simply means freshwater eel. Each year, this farm produces 60 tons of eel, satisfying a tiny portion of this country's massive eel demand. Agawa-san is here to walk me through the eel farming process.
Can you tell me a little bit about where we are right now?
This is the final processing facility for the eels. Here, they're just resting and waiting to be transported. They have to keep them in water to ensure that they're still fresh and alive.
Returning as my guide to this country, Miss Universe Japan 2024, Kaya.
How does the eel raising process begin?
When they're in their egg, they come from the ocean first, and then when they're like almost almost like a tadpole. They come through the Japanese river, and that's where they get them and bring them here.
Since Japanese eels only start reproducing at 12 years of age, breeding them on farms is not cost effective. Instead, farms like this go out and catch baby eels in the wild, then raise them in a feeding pool like you saw earlier.
It's gonna take at least 6 months to fully mature into the size that we can eat, but it can also take a year and a half for some. It's like competition.
So they're not categorized according to age, it's according to their size.
Once the eels are big enough, the cozy pool they call home is drained, turning their former residence from this into this.
Moments ago, you saw me just feed the eels, and I fed them in a pool just like this. Now, this pool has just been drained, and the eels moved out of here by way of an eel super highway. The eels get sucked through a pneumatic tube, the same kind of tubes you see at your bank when you send them your money from your car. So the eels have gone from this building to another building. They thought they were flushed down the toilet for a second, and then they go, oh wait, we're okay again. For now. Hungry Japanese folks are lurking, and they want some unagi.
Farm workers pick up the eels that failed to catch the water train on time, or those that end up stuck in the mud. Then they reunite the eels with their slimy friends in a temporary holding pool, where the eels wait to be sorted.
We have come to the eel sorting center. This is awesome. Now, from that temporary pool, they get pumped up to here. This is a sorting station. This place is critical for making sure the correct eels get brought out of this place. Most of these eels are adults and they're ready to be processed and move on to the next step, which is becoming food. Here's how it works. So here we have a wooden grate. If they're small enough, they'll squeeze through. Oh, that one's not small enough. Oh, some of them get stuck. It's like a traffic jam in here. What I'm saying is if an eel is small enough, it will go through that gap and it will go into a basket and it'll be returned to a pool where it can grow even bigger. This is a pretty dicey job. These old guys working here, they're usually strapped in, and that's because it can be very slippery, and also they have to lean over. So it gives them a nice back support so they can stand like this. Good old guy posture.
The big eels that can't squeeze through the grate move all the way to the end of the line, where they're caught by a basket. The baskets are then suspended in a wading pool to keep the selected eels alive and fresh until transport. A 30-minute truck ride takes them to a nearby processing facility, where they're mass processed into Japan's most iconic eel dish.
This place is where they sort the eels once more. So they back up a truck literally full of eels, they dump the eels out from these baskets, and they sort them out right here. Yes, we did sort the eels already, but here they do it once again with even more detail. In the front section, we have medium, here we have large, and over here we have the smallest eels. So the biggest, thickest, baddest eels are right here in this middle section, just slithering down to meet their fate that awaits them. This place is processing up to 30,000 eels per day. They're turning these slippery, slimy creatures into something absolutely delicious. Perhaps the world's most delicious eel recipe, kabayaki.
Kabayaki is a Japanese grilling art that transforms slimy, fishy eels into tasty, glossy fillets. While the factory churns them out in bulk with high-tech machines, I get to see this 700-year-old dish crafted the traditional way by Chef Oguri-san.
Oh God, I was told he was going to tickle it to death. He's cutting the head. Well, he doesn't break the head completely. He just severs the spine right behind the head. From here, he takes a knife and he slips it down the back along the spine of the eel.
The chef's movements are mirrored in the factory's filleting room, but with hundreds or even thousands more eels.
And you can see all of the internal organs in the front third of the eel. And all behind the organs, you can see this nice clean fillet. Right now, he's going to carefully extract the organs and the spine. He removes the spine, not taking any meat with it.
While the factory only keeps the fillets and discards the organs, Oguri-san carefully saves them for a special, albeit slightly challenging dish he'll serve us later. For the kabayaki, after removing the head, he skewers the eel fillet horizontally to keep it flat while grilling over charcoal. Meanwhile, in the factory, eel fillets lay open on a conveyor belt that carries them through a massive electric grilling machine, like a tanning bed set between high heat and slightly charred. Once the eel meat is firm, Oguri-san dips it in a magical blend of soy sauce, sake, sugar, and mirin before placing it back on the grill. He repeats this dipping and grilling process 3 times to create the rich, flavorful coating that kabayaki is known for. Thanks to modern technologies, the mass-produced kabayaki goes through a similar process without ever leaving the conveyor belt. The factory-made kabayaki will reach its final destination in grocery and convenience stores, while Oguri-san's masterpiece teams up with rice and meets me at the table.
Who makes kabayaki better? A human or a machine?
He works for the company that has the factory. This may make his head explode.
Still, factories cannot keep up with how we make it because he can see, visualize, and adjust what cooking when necessary, and factories still can't do that.
I love that because of this chef's pride, he is willing to sacrifice his job here. Are you going to be okay?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's time for us to go for it. Now, as you pick it up, you can see it's so soft and tender. That skin that was once slimy and slippery is now fatty.
It's best to eat just the eel first, then you can mix it with the rice later.
Wow. I've never had this dish this good. There's like kind of a top leathery, slightly crunchy layer. It's sweet and it's just been dredged or soaked with that sweet sauce. But then there's some natural saltiness that comes from the fish itself. And then that fat, the fat just helps everything melt right on your tongue.
It has a nice depth of flavor with a smokiness. That's what I really like about it.
Once you get past the fillet, you can work your way down into the rice, which has been soaked with that same sweet brown sauce.
This is perfect.
Chef, I'm really, truly blown away. Oishi. How do you say it very?
You want to say it with slang?
Yeah.
めっちゃ美味しい.
Mecha oishi.
Yes.
Remember all those eel organs? Well, instead of discarding them, Oguri-san skewers them up before cooking.
This is what they refer to as eel liver, but actually it's not just the liver. It's basically all of the internal organs, including its bile sac.
The organ skewers receive the kabayaki treatment, starting on the grill.
You as a chef and people in Japan, do you prefer farm-raised eels or wild-caught eels?
天然も美味しい時はありますけど
The dipping grilling process infuses the organs with the same flavor that blessed our eel fillet.
Contrast to belief, we think that fresh and wild caught is going to be tastier, but actually the ones that's grown commercially is going to be better because you can control the amount of food that you're giving them, the oxygen level, so it's going to taste so much better than what we see in the wild.
The other good thing about being farm-raised is that the internal organs, like these, they've only experienced good quality, clean food, because this next bite is going to be something a little bit challenging. So I've had something similar when I was in Vietnam. We had eel and we cooked the bile sac and we ate it and it was very, very bitter. Now, when we bite, you know what? Don't even ask. That's a different flavor. Oh, yeah, it's popped in my mouth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Juicy.
Like a wood tick that got too big. It's like there's a lot of sweet brown sauce on there. There's a lot of char too. That gives it a little bit of flavor. You can taste the intensity of the eel through its organs. It's a much more vibrant, intense, amplified flavor and a little bit bitter. Everywhere I go in Asia, anytime you eat something a little bit unusual, they say it's good for you in some way. Does eating the bile sac give me any superpowers?
なんだろうな、言っていいのかな。夜の方がすごいと思います。
I'm not sure if I can say this on screen.
Oh. You can say it.
It's good for at night, like sexual stuff, like for men.
Go on.
Well, scientifically, it has a lot of vitamins in it.
おそらくもう今3本目食べてらっしゃるんで。
You think, since this is your third steak, you probably can't sleep tonight.
Do you have a takeaway container?
Next, we're leaving the factory and heading to a proper restaurant where eel dishes go far beyond kabayaki, transforming into culinary works of art.
This is an egg brick. You could build a house with this.
This is umaki, which is eel and egg. This is bigger than anything I've seen in a restaurant. Usually it's like half of this size, so this is crazy.
I think that we should work our way up to that. And we should start with this right here. This is the eel tempura.
Tempura is the Japanese name for anything battered and deep fried, including whole eel fillets. The fillets put on a coat of flour and a layer of batter. Then they swim in bubbling oil until they're fluffy and crispy.
The traditional way is to take the radish and mix it in with the tsuyu, which is dashi, soy sauce, mirin, sake, and bonito flakes. We can take our tempura eel and just dip it and eat it. Wow.
You like it?
I love it. It's so fluffy, oily, but the radish cuts the oiliness out.
Right, this is cold, it's cool, it's refreshing. And this is extremely oily. And not just the batter and the fact that it's fried, but the eel itself is pretty oily. So this is a perfect combination.
You can really taste the eel, like what eel actually tastes like.
I would say that's ID eel. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Now, buried somewhere in here is an eel. In a bowl, our chef cracks in 8 eggs and pours in dashi, a stock made from bonito flakes. He whips them up well before adding sugar and soy sauce. What I think probably happened is he started with an eel, and then he coated it with egg, and then rolled it, like rolling it down a hill? No. Tell me.
We start with cooking the egg in this rectangular pan first. Once you build up a good foundation, then you can add the eel, and then you roll it. You tip the pan over slightly and you add more egg mixture and you just keep repeating that process until it becomes a brick.
Boom. Whoa. That's way more eel than I expected. This is like eel. Surreal.
You can eat this alone actually because the egg should have that dashi flavor.
It's full of flavor.
Yeah.
It's weird. There's plenty of oil that went into both of these dishes, but it doesn't feel that heavy.
And I was hit with like a smoky flavor from the eel actually.
How do you feel right now?
The eel.
That's late. Fluffy egg, flaky eel. The textures meld together perfectly. It's got that dashi flavor. Like you said, a little smoky. It's excellent.
Excellent.
You're getting pretty good. Here's what we should do next. The owner of this restaurant has a special dish he's preparing for us. What I've heard is that eels in Japan, they're like beef. They're graded differently, and there's different levels of quality. So I want to talk to the... too much explanation. Editor, just write some voiceover, please. Chef, put her there.
Thank you.
Akimoto-san is the representative director of Gosaro Restaurant.
地元の食材
This is a restaurant that specializes in
local food.
Do you want to do the whole interview in English?
No.
Chef, I want to talk about this right here. I've never seen an eel so vulnerable looking. It looks naked. It looks like I walked in on an eel as it was getting out of the shower.
で、我々は
We here at the restaurant believe that this is the best way to truly taste the eel.
This is shirayaki, a cooking method that begins with filleting and grilling the eel, similar to kabayaki. But unlike kabayaki, shirayaki requires only a light sprinkle of salt and a spray of sake.
Everybody knows in Japan there is Wagyu beef. That has a rating system from, I don't know, A through F and 1 through 5. But it's my understanding that you're also grading the eels. How does that work?
浜名湖は2つのレベルがある
The grilled unagi takes a short break from the grill and rests inside a steamer to rehydrate and enhance its tenderness.
There's actually just 2 levels of eels. So the standard can be both male and female eels. But the deshiko, which is the premium, can only be female eels.
While regular eels possess 20% body fat, the deshiko eels have 28%. And more fat means more flavor.
So today have you served us a standard eel or the deshiko eel? Deshiko desu. Nice.
After the steaming section, the unagi's skin side is grilled once more to regain its crispiness. The shirayaki is served with finely grated garlic and wasabi.
So he actually served this dish to the emperor of Japan, and they really love the grated garlic and wasabi with the unagi.
That is the way to try eel. It is so soft, fat, tender, juicy. It's really delicate, flaky meat. You have the fat kind of interspersed within the meat, but then of course, the skin is so fatty too. I thought since it's a freshwater animal that it might be minerally, that it might have some gaminess or funk to it. It is such a clean flavor.
I was skeptical at first about the garlic, but it's really, really good.
Oh, the garlic's very nice. The garlic is very potent. It is like don't say nuclear bomb. It is like, like an explosive device of flavor. Jesus, I'm not doing good here. Should we try now with wasabi?
Oh.
はい
The wasabi and garlic are similar. They're both really intense and kind of burn you. And it really cuts through that intensity of the eel.
What to do, Rex?
The eel. If I had to choose between these three, I would take the eel.
Our last stop is a restaurant that attracts travelers from all over Japan. Here they serve over 10,000 sashimi eels each year. That means 10,000 eels served raw. Konnichiwa Nakamura-san.
Konnichiwa, Sani-san.
I forgot my next line. That took all my energy to remember that. Meet Nakamura-san, the man who's responsible for our sashimi eel and maybe even our lives. I'm told that when you make the sashimi, you have to prepare it properly or else something bad could happen to the people who are eating it. Stomach.
Oh, no.
You won't die, but your stomach will be in lots of pain, I'm assuming.
60
To be killed, you'd have to drink 60 eels blood.
Possible. What is a proper process to kill an eel and then drain its blood so it can be used for sashimi?
そこが一番重要な。
It must be still living when it is prepared.
Oh.
If you kill it first, the blood will bleed out and the blood will get all over the eel and that will make it poisonous.
切るというかですね。
We have to first chop the head and the tail off. And then he puts a mysterious white powder into the ice bowl and then
血液がどんどん出てきます。
That sounds like me after I eat Indian food.
So he places the freshly chopped eel into the mysterious liquid and it starts spewing out blood from both ends.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is quite a visual. The chef repeats this process multiple times over 3 hours to ensure the meat is cleansed of any blood. Then he slices the eel meat and blanches the skin before slicing it thin. The only problem, unbeknownst to us, some blood still remains, which we'll find out soon. Now, we're going to try this in one moment, but first I want to talk about this right here.
So these are the eel's bones. They have been made into a chip form.
Here's what I love. Basically, today we will have eaten every part of the eel except for its face. Huh, it's kind of like a fish skin chips, but it's got a lot of flavor though.
It doesn't feel like I'm eating a bone. It feels like I'm eating like the skin of the potato, like a little gritty.
That's true.
It would be a great accompaniment with some sake. Bye.
I think that was the liquid courage I need to try this right here.
All right.
This seems like something that'd be pretty rare. What percentage of Japan do you think's actually tried this?
Honestly, I think like 5 to 10%.
Now what's interesting here is he's using the Dashiko eel that has 80% fat.
But it doesn't look fatty.
Each piece is so thin.
Do you want to dip it in the soy sauce?
No, I want to go full eel. I want to see if eating eel raw is going to be a brand new, enlightening experience. Different from fugu, different from just normal fish. A little bit more gummy than I expected. Slightly chewy. There's a bit of minerality to it.
Did your tongue go kind of numb?
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. He puts a white powder in with the eel, and maybe that powder's in our mouth now, making it go slightly numb. There's a strange sensation when eating this.
It's confusing me. Should I be scared?
Yeah, and now I'm feeling it like in my throat.
Yeah. It's like spreading?
Is it from the sake?
I don't know.
I think we should call him over here.
ここにお願いしてもいいですか?
We're eating this. It's making us feel weird.
えぐいって感じ。あ、それ痺れる感じ。
This little pinkish red part of the eel is blood vessels. And that's the same feeling of the blood in a way. Some people feel it, but most people don't actually.
But what's the worst that could happen?
あれ、死んじゃうことでしょ。
Oh, dying. He muttered.
I shouldn't say what's the worst. What's most likely to happen?
一瞬、その瞬間、こう。
It'll quickly go away. It just happens when it's in your mouth.
特にポン酢を使
The
う。
taste might actually diminish if you eat it with the ponzu sauce.
I can eat the whole plate and still live?
Yes.
Chef, thank you very much.
ありがとうございました。
Safety. Did it with a little bit of sauce. That's delicious. Seems slightly chewy texture, but of course it soaked up all that delicious ponzu sauce. Before we wrap up, right here we have some eel skin. It looks curled up and cute and tiny. Cheers.
Kind of reminds me of pig skin, like the texture.
That's because it's mostly just made of pure fat. It's very thin, it's very small. I mean, this is the confetti of eel skin. Not much flavor, it's just a little bit of a texture sensation, and it's not making my mouth go numb.
Yeah, that's a good part. I think people would want to eat this because of the unique texture it serves rather than like the taste.
Well, I think it's just an experience.
Yeah.
We're sitting here wondering if we're going to die. I'm wondering if there's something in my sake, and if you drugged me.
Me?
You didn't drug me, no?
No.
It's really hard to get drugged as a 40-year-old balding guy. Hugging Japan's eastern coastline, our seafood mission...
Bye-bye na, guys. See you to next live. Naka... Isa't kalating oras na tayo. Lobat na rin ang aking iPad. Bye bye guys. See you to next live. Bye bye.